Welcome to B&H Creators Green Room, and just like a real green room, we're here to spill the tea with some of our favorite creators. Today we are joined by one of our favorite creators. He's an artist, he's a viral content creator. He is Peet Montzingo. Hey, Pete.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. First of all, congrats on literally everything. I know we haven't in-person chatted in a while, and I know that this year has been so crazy for you and filled with so many wonderful opportunities. So congrats to you. Shout out to Vicky, your mom, who we love seeing in all the content. How's it going?
It's going. I mean, kind of like you said, there have just been a lot of opportunities arising that I have to kind of like figure out what I'm going to do and if I want to do it and things like that. And so it's been really good for growth. And it's been really like personally, like what do I actually want to do and what should I say yes and no to? So I feel like it's all good.
Yeah. I mean, beautiful blessings to have for sure.
Yeah.
We just had Shu Hank Yu on, who I know is your friend and co-creator, and we saw the skit you guys did. Yeah. How was that? Oh, sorry. You're right. What am I talking about? That's your legit Shu. How did that come to fruition?
She hit me up randomly like a month ago and was like, hey, do you want to do this skit? Can I come to your mom's house and pretend like we're going to, share the news that we're going to get married and have a dwarf child? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so basically we did this whole thing and then it really took off. And then I did my perspective on it, which everyone was calling out as like, you're just lying. This isn't real. And so I had to prove that it was real. And so I showed my photo albums of us together. And then that kind of just like escalated into something else. And I'm actually working on an edit of the proposal right now today.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
Because I filmed the whole thing.
Ugh, that's incredible. That's so good. Well, let's backtrack because I'm sure a lot of folks who are listening know you and have watched some of the viral video content. But for the folks who haven't, tell us, how did you get started?
When I graduated high school, I moved straight to LA. I'm from Seattle. And I was like, I need to get out of rain, one. And two, I wanted to I knew I had like artistic talents. And so I was like, LA is the place to be. So I come here and I try to act and I'm editing and I'm doing a lot of like back end things to pay the bills. And then I join a boy band. And I'm in a boy band for like 7 or 8 years. And right when we start taking off and touring in like Spain and the UK and around North America was exactly when COVID happened. And we were supporting, I know, and I'm like, This has to be the worst situation ever. And I'm like aging out of boy bands at this point. So I'm like, this is it, and we had just secured a tour with Jason Derulo. And I'm like, oh, wow, so pissed at the time.
Yeah.
So I go home and I'm quarantining for 2 weeks here at this apartment back in LA before I quarantine with my mom. And my mom needed me to come over to like wash the groceries. Remember when we all did that?
Yeah. Such a wild time.
Wild time. And in the 2 weeks that I was here, I started filming some TikToks because that's when TikTok started like being mainstream and all of that. And I was like, okay, well, might as well have fun. And one of the first videos I posted went like super viral. James Charles commented on it. Turns out he lived just right above me in the same apartment complex. And I saw him in the elevator. It was like a crazy experience. And I felt like I had to shift my career like immediately. Mm-hmm. And then 2 weeks, like I had some viral videos here for those couple weeks. And then I quarantined with my mom. And the rest is kind of history.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I feel like every creator we've talked to so far on this podcast has started or really, like, let's say blew up in the pandemic. Because I feel like so much of our like energy was like, we just had so much time, right? You can actually finally be passionate. Yeah. Bored in the house, bored, literally. So, I mean, we've touched on this. You've done every niche under the sun. I mean, like skits, music, acting. How do you juggle it all? And do you still try to juggle it all? Or is there like one that you're like, this is like the one I love, and then this one I do for like the algorithm?
So I'm basically still at mercy to the algorithm. And we actually had a team meeting this morning because I'm like, all right, we got to like, it's time to, talk to the algorithm again. Because, there are ebbs and flows of everything on each platform and all the nuances associated in it. And basically I love doing content. And short form content is my bread and butter for the business and it keeps everything going. And I'm doing another book now and I'm doing music and I can't do that unless I'm doing the content. So it's always content first for now. That being said, it's been years and I love the long forms. I love the other subsidiaries to my business, but at the end of the day, like I have to just make sure that the shorts are good until, I don't have to anymore, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. And I mean, are you predominantly, would you say you found your way on one platform like TikTok and then it kind of spills out? Like, do you have to redo content for YouTube shorts or just
I,
short form is short form?
I redo content for every platform: Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. And I'm not like a creator that does one video then posts on all platforms. Like I do it sometimes, but what I usually do is I'm a little bit more like, okay, my YouTube audience is like this. I need to shape the edit differently to cater towards that demographic, and then I need to post it like in 2 months because I just do things a little bit differently on different platforms.
Yeah. And oh my gosh, and you're saying you edit and you just said you edit the shoe one. Do you have a team yet, or are you still this one man band?
Oh God, I've learned I'm just a big control freak. So I've had to come to a lot of therapy and self looking inwards
Sure.
because I just thought no one got it, or like no one was getting it. I went through probably like 70 or 80 people in the last few years, and I just would fire them all. And then now I'm at a point where I have a whole new system. We're finally getting organized. Everything's finally starting to like shape in a way that works for me and is able to let me get my talents like and art out in a way that I like it and be less involved. And so it's kind of been the process of the last month. I'm still doing a lot. My hands are in everything, but definitely a lot are outsourced now. And a lot is I'm putting like trust in other people for.
Yeah, that's so important because like you don't want to burn out, and burnout is like so real. A lot of the first time creator questions we get is like, at what point do you outsource? At what point do you start building that team? Do you remember like tips and tricks along the way for folks?
I kind of was talking to my creator friends at the time and was like, okay, I'm on the floor, collapsed. I'm so burnt out. I can't take any more Adderall or I'm going to die. So I think, I think the most important thing is to not rely on Adderall. But the other important thing is to realize that just because your friends do it a certain way, like this industry is still kind of the Wild West in a way. People are still finding their grooves and finding what works for them. And there's no one right way. And like, yes, there is one right way that feels like works for most people, but that might not work for you. And you're probably in this industry because most things don't work for you. So don't hold that, I guess, over your head as what's wrong with me. It's kind of what I was doing a lot. Like I was trying to get the editor first and then trying to get the assistant second, and then was trying to get, like all these things that just didn't really make sense for what I was trying to do and my goals. So I had to really take a step back and understand what my goals were, how to keep the business afloat, how to like get into my entrepreneurial side of things, and then stick to just still what I loved. Organically, after a while, I just kind of believed in myself enough to take different routes than my creator friends. And I feel like it has actually worked out for me. So that is hopefully a testament to just kind of sticking true to what works for you.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like so much about being creators is being authentic, right? So like even the fact that you should take that and make it embedded in the behind the scenes aspects as well is just as important as the in front of the camera stuff, because like you said, like everyone is built different. Like I like love taking notes. I have like a giant whiteboard in my office. Like I have to like get it on paper for it to like be real. And then other people are like, I live and die by like iCal. So I feel, it's just whatever keeps you organized and keeps things going.
Exactly.
So, okay, obviously the music stuff is still embedded in kind of your core identity. Is there more stuff coming down the road, or what can we expect in that lane?
Yeah, so it's interesting because when you are a musician first and then you accidentally step into the content world, it's very interesting because I always thought I could fall back on music in a way because that was kind of my livelihood for so long. When people know you as a creator, it's almost harder to break into music because they think that you can just do it because you have the followers and that you don't have the talent, that you can just like pay to get your voice to sound good and all these things. And I'm over here like, no, you guys, I literally was in music. It's my heart and soul. I have like a tattoo of it. Like it's a whole thing. I'm actually currently like with my team trying to figure out ways to change, I guess, the format of what music means to me as like the creator and other people's eyes. Yes, there will be more music, and I already have 4 singles out, and I have probably like 20 demos
Wow.
ready, kind of
Hmm.
ready to go. I just need to find out like a better marketing strategy, and so that's kind of what I'm holding on.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like so many creators are almost like pigeonholed, right, in their certain categories, and it's so unfair because obviously creators are just innately talented, right? Like we're creative individuals. So
I
why would
agree.
you then doubt maybe them switching lanes? It's like if you have the chops, like that should just be
Right.
enough.
It's like
Yeah.
people don't want you to change, and it's like surprise, we're human.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, so many OG creators. I remember I watched this doc on like the OG YouTubers, like before Jenna Marbles, like before everyone, and they were talking about like how they couldn't age up, you know what I mean, in the content. Like they weren't,
Really?
and I think it's getting better now,
Yeah.
but it's interesting what you're saying. Like people kind of want you to stay in your lane and not evolve past that, and it doesn't really make sense. It's like we're all humans, we're all going to grow.
The interesting thing is I've realized I have, and other creators have also been able to get out of the things that people know them for the most.
Mhm.
Um, but it just takes so much brain power
Mhm.
and so much creative problem solving that like it leads to burnout faster, if that makes sense.
Mhm. Right, right. If you want me to do this one thing 10 times, I guess I'll just do this thing over and over again. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Now, how does your family feel? Because I love when your mom's in the videos, but I love when your whole family's in the videos. I think that's like such a fun dynamic. So are they
Thank
like,
you.
yeah, are they just like obsessed with like how your career has evolved and are they along for the ride forever or
Yes, yeah. It's funny because my brother and my dad, my whole family are little people except for me. And so when my brother and my dad started realizing I was doing this whole like artist creator route thing,
Mhm.
and it was actually finally like taking off, they were a little bit like upset at the beginning because they're like, you have an athletic body. You need to use your body to like play sports. And I'm
Mm.
like, no, just because like I have the body for it doesn't mean that, like I'm even good at it. First of all, I'm not athletic at all. And so after they got like past that hump, um, they've been very supportive, I would say. My dad can't wrap his head around like what I do, you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm.
He's like, wait, so are you gonna like have a family soon? Like, what's your 401k look like? What is your like? So, do you go to an office from like 9 to 5? Like, where's your, all these questions that like I don't even know what those mean,
Yeah, yeah. But I mean,
Um,
obviously you're succeeding. So like I hope he's
right.
rest assured.
Right, exactly. And then I guess I'm a little bit more like excited that I've helped inspire some of my family actually. Like my sister really felt I wanted her to be like an influencer or like a vlogger or something, and she wanted to be, but I think she got really intimidated when the eyes started being on the family, and so she decided to like kind of cower away from it.
Mm.
And in that time though, she kind of realized that her thing was like politics, and so now she's an advocate for like compliance,
Mhm.
and she wants to like change different laws to make sure that things are helping people for those who are physically unable to do something and things like that.
Think most people don't even know could be an issue. So the fact
Yeah,
that you're using your platform to like highlight that work is like so important and like
I mean
just
it is important because I've seen
mhm,
it my whole life. Like
mhm.
it sucks.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But I'm glad that your community is on board with you uplifting those
Yeah.
messages too. And like that's wonderful. Let's talk about like the next 5 years. Like what now I sound like your dad. What's your 5 year plan, Pete?
Oh God, I know, right? Yeah. Okay. So I'm at a really interesting crossroads right now because I have a couple different things that I'm focusing on, and I just have to make sure I kind of like choose the right one.
Hmm.
I'm going on tour in the
Hmm.
fall, and I can't really like I don't really want to talk about it because I'm still trying to figure out the right concept. I keep telling the partners like, okay, we're gonna cancel that whole concept. Like I'm not excited about it anymore, and they're just like, oh my God. Another thing is there's a reality show in the works.
Oh my god, finally.
I
Literally,
know,
finally.
and
I
I've been
was waiting.
resisting. I know. Oh God, I hate it, but I love it. And then another thing is I have a second book coming out, but it's also being turned into an animated series.
Oh.
So that's exciting. And then the last thing is a video game for neurodivergence, where neurotypicals can play it and understand what it's like to live in a neurodivergent body and like just surviving the day. Um, So it's almost like a first person, like putting you in it kind of a thing.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's incredible. And I feel like, again, like work that is needed for everyone to kind of fully understand. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And
And then, of course, music and stuff.
yeah, just that. Yeah. Now, speaking of neurodivergency, because you have talked a little bit about, is it ADHD or ADD?
ADHD.
ADHD. Okay. You have kind of spoken out about that a little bit. Is it hard to manage all these projects and do everything, or is that kind of the superpower behind it?
It's the super weakness. It is. I mean, it's a superpower and it's also a super weakness, honestly, because I'm so inspired by just like if there was a leaf falling out the window right here, I would look at it and be like, I have so many ideas about where this leaf can go and how we can utilize this and, you know, whatever. But then at the same time, it's a disaster because like I'm already focused on these 10 things.
Mm-hmm.
And like I recently got somebody to be kind of like an office manager, executive assistant. So she's helping us like streamline a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God, because before that, I mean, I had 7 whiteboards, 7 calendars. I mean, you should see my computer desktop. Like
Mm-hmm.
it is the curse, but it is the blessing because it allows us to be creative, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I fully understand what you're saying.
Do you ever get like that?
No, I have like the opposite. I'm like hyper focused, I think. Like maybe that's a version of it. You know what? I don't want to be tested. I don't want to know. Whatever. I'm fine. Everything's fine. The whole room's on fire.
Relatable.
Yeah. I just like survive on caffeine and like anxiety, and that's like girlhood, I think.
Anyone under like 40, I feel like too, is just going through it.
Yep. If there's stuff that you look back on, is there anything you would give those young creators who are starting now? Like any words of wisdom?
Yes. So my words of wisdom is always find the thing that you were always made fun of for. Find the thing that you don't understand about yourself. Find the thing that really interests you in a way that's different than normal feelings of that. And just dive into it. Like understand that that weakness and that weird thing and that part of you is actually the part of you that separates yourself from somebody else. And understand that that's marketable and start making videos around it. Like start bringing awareness. It's also therapy for you. It will help you get the things out that you've been thinking of. You can see what resonates with people. The nice thing about TikTok and the algorithms there that it's introduced on then YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Snapchat, you know, all of the things is you don't have to build a following first before you have an epic video. Mm-hmm. So if you post the epic video, you can just see how that organically does and utilize that, you know, like start like 12 different TikTok accounts and on each day, do another niche, and another niche. And don't stop because you're going to find the thing that people want to see the most and the subject that they want to hear about the most, and then run with that and then make people fall in love with you because they should.
Oh, that's so good. And I feel like so smart to have different channels, right? Because I feel like a lot of people start with one and then just throw spaghetti at the wall. Mm-hmm. And then maybe that's harder to like gauge what the community actually wants because it's kind of like in the weeds of the confusing data. But if you separate it like that, yeah, then you have like clear analytics to be like, okay, cooking is the niche.
Because here's the thing. Let's say you are cooking and that video goes really well, but you decide that you don't want that to be your thing. And you post something else right after that, like let's say you're going ghost hunting. Mm-hmm. The people who like cooking probably aren't going to like the ghost hunting because that's so separate. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna send it to the people who follow you from that cooking video, and they're going to swipe away. So you're not giving yourself that chance of going viral if the video is still good, you know. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like that has to happen based on the algorithm.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so smart. I feel like you just had the ultimate cheat code because like I would have never even thought to do that.
Don't tell anyone.
Delete this podcast.
Delete.
No gatekeeping here. We're here to help. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. And then we'd like to ask every guest to ask the next guest a question, kind of like hot potato. Mm-hmm. So Bei Chu was here last time. She's like an audio expert and creator friend of most of the B&H creator community. And she asked, what's your favorite piece of gear right now?
Oh,
B&H did not sponsor this question.
No, but it's funny because it has to do with B&H. So I got the Genere lights from B&H through a deal that we did, and I am not kidding. Those lights, I got 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need any other lights in my life. Like, I mean, they're so bright, and not only that, but I have I bought a house and I still have not had any lights in there. But I put the generator lights in there when I need to like walk around in my house, and like, I mean, it's just saved me on all fronts.
Oh my gosh, I love this. We're going to tag Genere. They'll appreciate this after. No, honestly, very affordable lights too. Like we sell some really high-end gear for like studio systems, and then we sell very creator-friendly stuff. And the Generes are my favorite because like, yes, very portable, very easy. I think it's just like a button. You can change colors. It's like super handy. Oh, I love that.
And also the Bluetooth tubes. Sorry, I forgot the company.
Yeah, the tube lights that we gave. Yeah, very cool.
Those are amazing. But the thing is, I just forget to charge them. They would be my favorite if I didn't forget.
I'm going to break the fourth wall here. We had our own little tube light here kind of lighting me, and it died mid-podcast. So yeah, definitely charge your lights.
Yes.
Okay, and if you could ask a question to our next guest, again, not really knowing who it might be, but just in general.
My question would be, what is one thing they've done in their career that they absolutely regret and they wish they could just erase it?
Ooh, oh wait, that's an incredible question. Wait, no, I have to ask you the same because you had that ready. So,
oh no.
Can you share yours?
Oh God, I'm really hard on myself. So I feel like I regret so much, but hindsight looking back, you know, it's like, no, it was all kind of part of the process. But I would say the one specific thing was probably going to Area 51. And I was just on the outskirts, and I went into a mine that was collapsing, and I almost died. And my mom was telling me I'm getting a weird feeling. Like she was crying as I was leaving. I'm like, Mom, you're just so sensitive. I'll be fine. Like, just chill. And then like the next day, I almost fell into a whole pool of acid down like 100 feet. As the mine was collapsing, they were breaking the sound barrier at the same time I walked in. So like it was starting to collapse.
This is crazy. This is not a real story. Oh my God.
Watch it on YouTube.
Yeah. That's great. And actually tell us where everyone can find you if they're not already following, which I would be shocked, but.
So you can find me if you type in Peet like the coffee, Peet Montzingo, on all socials, but you will have better luck if you just type in ginger sound effect kid on Google or something. You'll find it. Or dwarf mom tall son, like you'll find it.
Okay, you got owning the SEO. I love it. Guys, follow Peet. Again, it's Peet Montzingo on all channels, and make sure to follow the B&H channels. It's bh.creators on Instagram and BH Creators on TikTok. Thank you so much, Peet.
Wait, thank you. I have one more thing to say if you'll let me.
Yeah.
I just want to do a quick plug for B&H because B&H has literally been my go-to company. And this is not sponsored, I swear to God. My go-to company. They're the cheapest, they're the most reliable, and they're awesome people. Like I actually like them. So please go to B&H first. And then there you go. All right.
Oh my God. Thank you, Peet. Here's a little heart. Thank you guys so much. Tune into the next episode.
Thank you.